Hades thrusts with all his strength, but Qin stands his ground and blocks it with the tip of his sword as he activates his Qi Yu. Everyone thinks he's going to die as Hades starts to overpower him again, but he fires an air bullet, which hits Hades' spear. It suddenly loses power as Hilda realizes that he hit the spear's trigger point, and he uses the force he absorbed to strike back, destroying Hades' spear. He manages to stab him, but Hades still refuses to give up, so Qin cuts him down as he realizes that he failed his brothers since he promised them that he would never lose. His soul crumbles, and Qin feels the full force of his attack, but he still manages to stay on his feet. He notes that he's grateful to have met Hades, and the humans pay their respects as Heimdall announces Qin as the winner of the fight. The humans celebrate, and Alvir knows that Qin is in terrible shape, so she tries to carry him out of the arena, but he suddenly collapses. Kojiro and the other swordsmen realize that his body finally gave out, but Chris wonders how he won the fight, since she knows that he was already on his last legs when Hades attacked him. So Kojiro explains that he hit the trigger point of Hades' spear with his air bullet, and notes that it had chi flowing through it since it absorbed Hades' blood. But she wonders how he was able to block the attack, since he wasn't able to do it before. So the swordsman Asami explains that instead of using his body to redirect the force of Hades' attack, he used his sword to store Hades' power and destroy his spear. They're all impressed that Qin was able to pull it off while he was so injured, and they all recognize him as the greatest king of all time. The gods can't believe that Hades was defeated, and Adamas shatters the door, telling the others that he doesn't care about Ragnarok, so he plans to take matters into his own hands. After that, Heimdall announces that humanity has finally taken the lead, and we see everyone renovating the arena since it's almost time for the next fight. Qin and Alvir receive medical treatment, and the doctor notes that Qin is in critical condition, so they aren't sure if he's going to make it. Hilda and Gaul leave to check on Buddha, but Adamas suddenly appears, and he asks them where he can find Qin. Hilda refuses to tell him, so he tries to kill her, but Beelzebub suddenly cuts his arm off. He tells Adamas not to ruin the fun, since Ragnarok will be over if he kills her, and Beelzebub notes that he'll ruin Hades' legacy if he takes matters into his own hands. So he decides to leave, and Hilda thanks Beelzebub for saving her, but he tells her to be careful, since there are a lot of gods who can't wait to slaughter all of humanity.